We really need to get a microphone stand, bro. This is not fun holding this shit. Alright. Churchmunky episode 2. No money for an intro again, so we're back at it. We'll close that window so we don't get noises from there. Here we go. Welcome to Churchmunky. I'm gonna get real funky. I'm mad and I'm chunky. Welcome to Churchmunky. Sheesh. Fire intro if you ask me. What's up? How's it going, everybody? Album of the week. This week we're gonna go with Primus. I'm gonna do the Green Naugahyde album. It's a great album. My favorite song would probably be More on TV. I love that album. It's so weird. And I decided to choose that album because I saw Primus a couple weeks ago. And it was so freaking rad, bro. I've seen them. That was my 4th time seeing them. And every time I've seen them, they've played kind of the same songs, the most popular songs. But this time, they played, I think, 4 or 5 songs off that Green Naugahyde album, which is my favorite one, dude. They played Ho and Photo Man, More on TV, The Last Salmon Man, I think. They played like 4 or 5 songs. More on TV, which, Lee Van Cleef, that was so cool to hear live. And Lee Van Cleef is kind of a slower one, so like the mosh pit took a break, and we were all just kind of walking together and pushing each other instead of running. It was a fun time, dude. Yeah, I love Primus. They're a great band. They're one of the bands I'll see every time when they come into town, man. I mean, they kind of suck, though. Primus does suck. If you get it, you get it. Primus sucks. But, yeah, I love seeing them live because they sound just like their music, of course, but they never play the same exact song. They make every song that's 3 or 4 minutes. They make those songs 8, 10 minutes. They just jam. You know what I mean? Pretty fire. So I like seeing them a lot. And yeah, I got some more concerts going on next month. I got the Aftershock Festival. It's a pretty good lineup this year. Have you seen if you're going to make it to see 3 Days Grace, man?
Nah, I won't be able to make it.
Not this year?
Mm-mm.
Dang. I know you wanted to because it's Tsunami and 3 Days Grace on the same day.
Yeah, bro, that would have been sick as fuck, dog.
You want to share a little bit of your Tsunami experience last time you saw them?
Bro, it's fucking great ass time. Loved it. Just from going to their first concert I went.
Yeah.
Favorite band ever, dog. That shit was crazy as fuck.
Yeah, we've seen them twice, right? We saw them open for Knocked Loose and Kubla Khan.
Yep. I liked when they opened up with Knocked Loose.
Yeah,
I'll be
Knocked
honest.
Loose is better. What's crazy is Knocked Loose still put on a good show. I like Tsunami better, but then I like Kubla Khan better than Knocked Loose.
Dude, Knocked Loose was crazy, bro.
They were crazy.
Dude. They jumped from the second floor.
Yeah. It was at the UC Theater.
Yeah.
And they have the upper level. When you get to the mosh pit area, the floor, you got to walk down all these stairs. And then someone at the upper level did a karate kick and flew off the top.
That shit was crazy because it was right
awesome.
over me. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was awesome.
I didn't see him. I don't know what happened. I didn't see no security.
Yeah, no,
I didn't see
either.
no ambulance.
He probably just landed in the mosh pit and started beating people
like,
up.
that was crazy to me.
No, that's a good show. I think I just enjoyed Kubla Khan more because Knocked Loose is still great, but Knocked Loose is more of that high-pitched screaming, and I like Kubla Khan, the grunting and Kubla Khan just feels more primal when he's up there, and what's the song, The Hammer? You will never cease to search. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that song was fun.
Dude, remember when we saw Knocked Loose? We've seen them twice, too. Remember when we saw them at Swanfest? And my brother said, he sounds like SpongeBob screaming up there.
Yeah. Yep.
They're still a great band, and I'll see them again, definitely. The last time, Knocked Loose and Kubla Khan, Knocked Loose came through 6 months ago. Kubla Khan just came through, but they both played the San Jose Civic Center. They're playing stadiums now.
Boo.
And it's like, dang. I just can't really afford those tickets. Like, that's good for them, but
Nah, for real. We saw them in theaters. That was sick.
Yeah.
But to see them there, that would be cool.
It would be sick, but like mosh pit tickets for that is crazy. We'd have to get a seat hella far away, like we did for Tom Segura. Yeah, that was not a great show.
I mean, yeah.
The stuff
I can't
was funny.
speak on it.
The stuff was funny, but yeah, you can't really say much. But do you remember when those kids were stealing the guy's seat and that guy got
Bro, that was literally first we show what up, bro.
Yeah.
And then
we sat down, dude, and we just find our seats. Well, when we sit down,
no, they were first at our seats.
Yeah, they were in
dog.
our seats. There were kids in our seat, and I just got there, and I was like 17, 18. All I said was like, "These are our seats," and they said, "Oh, okay," and they left. But then I guess the other seats they sat in, some lady came by and was like, "Hey, those are my seats." And they were like, No, these are our seats. So then the husband came through and he was like, "You fucking lied to my wife. Get the fuck out of our fucking seats." Those kids look so fucking scared. I wonder if they had seats. Like, how could they have gone in? They had to. Do you think they were just like nosebleeds all the way up top?
Yeah,
We were still pretty high up top.
probably had a shittier seats than
Dude,
we had.
Our seats were still shitty. If they were
Dude.
trying to get our seats, they must have been in hell, bro.
Dude,
They must have been on the roof, not even see-through glass. They must have just been on the roof, like.
for real.
Cause yeah, Tom, he looked like a little speck up there. He was so far away. He looked like a tiny little ant.
Yeah.
Seeing him in that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just watching through the jumbos.
Yeah, the
when I
gumbo
was
is what
out.
I was looking at. It was cooler seeing him in Vegas, though. The Ryman, or no? Oh, I forget what that theater was called. It had a cool name. We'll throw it on screen right here. And we'll throw it on screen right there. Whatever theater he played at. But that was a lot cooler because we had like seats that were closer, and we were still on the second floor, but they were a lot closer. You know what I mean? But yeah, so seeing him at the San Jose Civic kind of sucked, and I don't think I ever want to go to a show there. Unless, I don't think I ever want to go back. Unless we got tickets right off the bat, they were like $50, and we got the floor tickets, then cool.
Yeah, floor tickets would be fire.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Like, that whole stadium just fucking sucks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think a band could do better if they played in the middle, maybe. It's just so weird being so far back and watching them. It's so weird. But yeah, isn't that crazy that we saw them both a year before they went to stadiums?
For real.
And did we see them at the same place? I think we saw them at the same place.
Yeah, both in P-Town.
Yeah. Or no.
I think we saw one in the Phoenix and then the other one at the other theater.
No.
Where the pizza
Because I have
shop
posters for them, and that one venue gives out posters, the UC Theater.
is.
In UC Berkeley. That's where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
It's like not as far as San Francisco. It's a
Who did
little
we see
closer.
at P-Town?
Who did we see in P-Town? Oh, you mean when we brought my little brother? When we saw that, like, shitty band?
I think so.
Or no. We saw the
you're
Expendables.
Yeah.
The Expendables were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Expendables. You picked up some hot ladies. That was a good night. And, but yeah, do you remember that shitty concert that we went to? That we brought my brother to? And he was, like, so high he couldn't get out of the car.
I think that was with you and Chris. I don't remember that.
You got him out of the car. Oh, was it with me and Chris? It might have been Chris.
Yeah, I think it was Chris because I don't remember that. I would have been still making fun of him every time I went over.
Yeah, no, we got there and he was just like, I can't get out of the car. Driving here, it looked like a horror movie. And I was like, bro, you chose to smoke. I told you you're too young. You shouldn't be smoking. You choose to smoke weed. Get out of the fucking car. And Chris had to be like, come on, dude, it'll be okay. And I was like, you should kiss, bro. You guys are both pussies, bro. What the fuck? Get out of the car. Stop being a bitch. I guess I was just raised different, bro. No, I'm just fucking with him. But yeah, Chris did talk to him and was like, hey, it's going to be all right, bud. And it ended up being a really shitty show. There's only a few people there, but I'll go to fucking pretty much any concert.
Shit, we went to a concert today. Tell them about that.
Oh my god, bro. Well, they lied and said they'd be someone else. I'm not even going to name the famous band. I'm not going to do them like that. But this band posted a flyer being like, oh, this really popular band is totally not going to play this show, alluding that they weren't there. When we got there, that band wasn't too bad, but I wasn't trying to stay. It was in such a small taqueria. In a taqueria. I'd never been to a concert in a taqueria before that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like,
taqueria.
I would understand if you made like a little platform outside and played, but
no, they were inside.
I know,
taqueria,
bro.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, so we saw like 10 minutes of that band and left. And that band wasn't terrible. They were all right.
They're all right.
They were all right. But I wish it was that popular band.
For real.
For real.
I would have actually went inside and bought me a burrito.
Yeah, I would have went. For real. Yeah, but no, it was just some local band. They were all right. I don't know about the other bands because I didn't see them. But, yeah, dude, lots of concerts. I went Primus and Creed. I think I went to Primus and Creed before the last podcast, and I just didn't talk about it because I'm mentally handicapped.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, I went and saw Creed too. With arms wide open. Take me. You know Creed, right? It was fire.
Of course I know Creed.
It was
Come
a good
on
ass
now.
show. Primus and Creed were both cool. Primus was on a Friday, and Creed was on a Saturday, and it was nice. I'm glad we didn't go to 2 heavy metal shows. I would have been dead AF on Monday at work. But Primus was a lot of running around and body sore, and then Creed was more like feet sore just standing there. I don't know about you, but to me it's weird. When I'm at a festival or like a metal show and I'm running around or I'm moving a lot at a festival, my feet don't get that sore. But when I go to a concert and stand in one place for like 3 hours...
for sure, because you're just... Yeah,
it makes you so sore, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Creed, my feet were sore because we stood there for like 2 hours, I think. But then Primus, my whole body was sore, bro. I had a fat bruise on my side. Someone kicked me in the head. It was...
Fuck yeah.
It was a good time. It wasn't
That's
a crazy...
the way to go, dog.
It wasn't too crazy of a mosh pit, but it was still fun. It wasn't like Knocked Loose or Kubla Khan or nothing. But yeah, next month should be some pretty good mosh pits. Frickin' Aftershock, dude. It's gonna cost me some money, and I hate that. But we got Blink 182 the first day, gonna keep it kind of cool. Blink 182, Good Charlotte. You know Good Charlotte?
They sound familiar. If you played a song, I'd probably know it.
What's that song? I don't want to be just like you. And then this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. You.
Yeah.
Don't want to be you. Fire song.
Mm-hmm.
He'll play it here. He'll play the whole song right here. We totally won't get copyrighted. I'm friends with the singer, dude.
Oh.
I asked him to play Aftershock.
Bet.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, Friday, Thursday is more of like a punk rock day. Good Charlotte. All Time Low. And it's crazy because last year there was this band, Sleeping with Sirens, right? And they were at the very first Aftershock I ever went to. And now this year there's this band, All Time Low, and they were at the first Aftershock I ever went to as well.
Jeez.
It's cool seeing how these bands have evolved.
For real.
Beartooth was there, I think, last year. And I was really into Beartooth in high school. I wish they would have been at that Aftershock. I'm not as into them now, and they played a lot of new songs, but I used to love Beartooth. But yeah, so that's just Thursday, and then Friday, fuck, I don't even remember the actual lineup. I just know it's Deftones, Korn. I think it's Deftones on Friday. I don't know. Should be fun. Should be a lot of bands. Last Korn pit, I got my phone stolen. Bruh.
I remember that.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Having to listen to the radio. I'm young, dude. I've never just like... I haven't listened to the radio since I was a kid, I should say. Because when I was a kid, I did.
Yeah, with
my
our
dad.
With my dad, I would listen to radio.
But since I got my car 5 years ago in 2020, Bluetooth all the way.
For real.
I had to listen to the radio, bro. And it was awful. And Follow Signs, I was like, dude, how did our grandparents survive, dog? This shit sucks. No, because back in the day, they had one radio station that played all the great songs. They played all the songs that were... There were 5 songs in one station, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now there were so many stations, I was skipping through them, and I was like, what the fuck is some of this shit? It was stupid. But I made it back home. And this year I'm going with my girlfriend and some friends, so if I lose my phone, I'll still have that Bluetooth on the ride back.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, I got insurance on my phone because I was worried about that. It's kind of stupid. I have to pay like an extra $10 a month, but it's worth it to not have to buy a whole new phone. But people say, oh, if you just save $10 a month. Oh, if you just save $10 a month. But yeah, what if I save $10 a month for 5 months and then my phone got stolen? And I only had $500. That's not how much my phone cost. You know what I mean? So I just pay for the insurance.
Well, you said $10 for 5 months. That's
$50.
Damn.
Not how much my phone costs.
That's a rip.
So yeah, I think it's like $10. $10 a month, maybe 12. So yeah, you'd have to save up for a whole year just for $120. I'm all good. I think I will have the insurance on my phone.
Yeah, I don't like those people that are like, yeah, if you just stop doing this, you'll have this much extra bucks. It's like, brother, I'll spend those couple extra bucks somewhere else.
I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting renter's insurance. It's like only $20 a month, and they'll cover all the shit that's in your house. And they were like, yeah, but if you save $20 a month, you'd have enough money to cover all the shit in your house. And I was like, I don't think that's how math works.
For real.
I for real don't think that's how math works.
To cover everything. Never mind. I was thinking, like, to cover everything in my room, I'd have to save up a couple of years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just...
And some shit is just priceless. But if I cry enough to the insurance company, they might give me a couple bucks. Mm-hmm. Hell, we know a kid who fucking lied to the insurance company. People say, like, oh, insurance is a scam. They don't pay out. Ask our friend, bro. He fucking...
Cash the fuck
out when the fires happen. Hey, and because of his ass is why we can't get no goddamn fire insurance no more.
Hey, fuck it. Use and abuse the system while you could.
Yeah, for real. Like, I mean, yeah, good for him because he got a lot of stuff. He did lose his house too, which is very traumatic and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he had like the oldest Xbox and a little TV. He told him, nah, I had a flat screen, plasma, HD. I had the newest PC and 2 PS5s, 4 Xbox Ones. He cashed out.
Bro, I would be saying bro, I have a Pokemon card collection,
dude. I kind of feel like saying his full name right now.
Dude, like...
Just kidding. Yeah, no, how much... I don't think you want to give out how much your Pokemon collection's worth. I don't think you want people...
That's what I was saying. It was like, I don't really want to speak too much on that. Yeah. But it's like... I could maybe get a good check off that.
Yeah, so $20 a month. Just for my Xbox, because $20 a month after a year is $240, right?
Yes.
So I would have to save up 2 years just for my Xbox?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'll just get the insurance. Hell. I think the whole thing... I think the same with pet insurance, too, because, like, who is it that... Oh, yeah, I forget who. But, some people don't have health insurance for their cats or dogs, and it's only, like, $10-15 a month. And then a vet bill comes, and they're like, I can't pay that. My cat's gonna die. Bruh.
That's on you, dog.
Bruh.
Well, like, you should have gotten that pet insurance, but you wanted to save the couple extra bucks for your greedy ass.
For real. Yeah, I mean, unless you're making good money, then it makes sense. You know? If you're one of those guys that been working construction forever, you make almost $100,000 a year, and it's like, if your dog, something happens and you have to pay $3,000, that's nothing to you, you know what I mean? Well, not nothing. $3,000 is still a lot to those people.
For real. Yeah, that's still a good chunk of
But people who make double what we make, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the type of people. Drop hella bands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unless you're like that, I think you should definitely have pet insurance. Unless you don't care about your pet, then whatever. Or you're willing to go into debt. That also works. I think you can... Ooh, I wonder if... Can vet places, do you think they can affect your credit? Dude, what if you just went to another state and like got a bunch of fucking shit done to your animal and then dipped out?
I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
I think I have a plan.
We're taking trips to Vegas when Biscuit gets sick.
For real, bro. Nah, but Speaking of Vegas, pick a card, any card.
Ace of clubs.
You're wrong. All right. So what's the first thing I have written down? I wrote a topic down. Oh yeah, I was listening to this video, and apparently this was controversial. But you tell me what you think of this, okay? Some mom, her kids broke a bathtub, right? The bathtub cost $500, and they were spinning their Beyblades in it, and that's how it broke. So she sold their Beyblades. They had $120 in the piggy bank, and she took that and then sold the Beyblades to make up for the $500. How do you feel about that?
She's getting put in a retirement home. That's the easiest way to put it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck them kids, bro. What if you got another bathtub and they broke it again with the Beyblades?
Then it's like, if you don't punish your kids, like, that's on you, dog.
Right, but you're just saying don't sell the Beyblades, just take
them. Just
Take
get
them.
them, just buy them an arena, you know, or make them an arena, dog. Like, bro, it's literally, if you want to make an arena, it's like $5, dog.
Dude.
If you want to buy one, it's like 20.
Dude,
If you want one with the cover, it's like 50.
I forgot about that. I use just like packaging boxes as an arena.
Yeah, bro. It's like get a big plastic bowl, fucking let them run it in
Right.
that. Like,
I guess I just imagine they're shithead kids and they know that they can do all that stuff and they do it in the bathtub anyways 'cause it's fun and they break the bathtub.
yeah,
I think
well,
I'd sell the toys.
well,
Put me in a
those-
retirement home. Go
well,
fuck
that's
yourself.
completely different. Like, if it's like if you know, because at some point you gotta know your kid's a sociopath at that point. All right, and it's like there's no turning back. If he's already being this devious, thinking it like this, it's like, bro, what can you do?
Well, I don't
Fucking
know,
at
kids-
that point, I'm selling everything. Like,
Well,
this.
I don't know, because some kids are like, I don't know, I didn't know it was going to break. It was just fun, but if you told them it was going to break. Yeah, fuck them kids, bro. I'm selling them fucking Beyblades.
I don't know.
But unless it was like, yeah, kids have fun, and then it broke and you got mad. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Because definitely she'd get put in the retirement home, but at the same time, it could just be a lesson. Sell the Beyblades, fix the tub, and be like, see, that's what happens when you... That's what happens in the real world when you break things. If you don't have money for it, you might have to sell things, and then with your next paycheck, buy them a couple new Beyblades. Could be a learning lesson. I don't know how it ended, you know? But I think that'd be an acceptable learning lesson, right?
Yeah, I'll just have them be hustling. Be like, yo, we got a lawnmower. There's fucking neighbors that have long grass. Fucking
Yeah, for real.
cut them $10 each.
Look, I bought this
Bring
box of
them
candy
back.
bars, okay? Each candy bar is 50 cents. You got to sell them for $1. You owe me 25 cents off every dollar. Just start teaching them how to
Yeah,
straight hustle.
exactly. Like, fuck out of here. I
For
don't
real.
know. Cause like, I don't know. I have hella toys, and if
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so it's like, if my parents sold them, retirement home instantly, dog. Instantly. It's not even like, it's not a question.
So that wouldn't be a funny prank if I, when you were gone, had someone come and buy all your toys?
Yeah, next time you came back from visiting your grandma's, all your shit would be on the
Yeah, for
corner
real.
if it's still there.
For real. No, that should be gone in an instant. No, in our corner.
For real, we put
No,
a
that's
shitty
true.
ass couch out there and it was gone 10 seconds.
Right. But that's true. I didn't think about that. To me, it's like it's just a Beyblade. But I guess, you know, it is also, you know.
Dude, I read a Reddit post and this mother was like, yo, why is my son pissed off? I deleted a world that he was working on for 10 years.
In
He can
Minecraft?
just, and he can make another world. It's like, bro, you just destroyed,
Was it a mom or a girlfriend?
it was a mom.
Oh. I've
Dude.
heard of girlfriends doing that, and it's like, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I would have crashed out. Like, she was like, why is my son crying over her world? Because his son was like, what, 15, 17?
Damn.
And she was like, yeah, he's crying for me deleting his world. And it's like, if he's been working on the world since 7 years old,
Yeah, for
it's
real.
like, bro, you
That
just
makes sense.
destroyed his childhood right there.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Then I guess don't sell them. Just make them hustle. Did you get an allowance growing up?
Not from my parents. When I would visit my grandparents,
Yeah, it's always the grandparents,
yeah,
right?
like I would go visit my grandparents. They would slide me $20. It is like that would be my allowance, but not really.
No, I always asked my dad for money. I'd be like pulling weeds and like doing hella yard work, and I'd be like, "Could I get $20 to go get Aussies with my friends?" And he'd be like, "Oh no, you have a place to live and you don't pay rent, right?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's very true." Same with my mom doing dishes. Sometimes in Texas, she'd give us like $5 to go get Monsters. Back when Monsters were like $2 and we could get a couple of them. Now they're $3.50, bro. This shit's crazy. But yeah, I never got an allowance. How do you feel about parents giving kids an allowance and taking some of it to teaching them like rent and stuff? Do you think that's a good idea? You think you like that?
At that point, what's the point of giving them an allowance? That's how I see it. Is like.
I don't know, because if you do give them an allowance, they think they just make money. They don't know how taxes work.
I'd rather them just start working.
They can't if they're underage. Like if they're 10 years old, 11 years old.
I don't know. It's like you just hustle. I don't know.
I think
that's what
you don't pay taxes when you hustle. That's the whole point. They don't pay rent still. They don't pay taxes. You can't charge them rent. That's what I'm saying. I mean, because like in one hand it does. Like, I get it. Like, you know, they're going to pay rent one day. You shouldn't instill in them, like, oh, you get $20, you keep the whole $20. You get $5 back because that's how rent works. That's how life works. But the other hand, I'm not going to give my kids no allowance, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? You going to carry a 10 and a 5 all the time when you give them their allowance?
Right?
Like.
No, I'm going to not give them an allowance.
I don't know.
And every once in a while when they're good, I'll let them go somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, if they win a fucking soccer match, you give them a couple bucks, you know, shit like that.
Yeah, birthdays, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids don't really need money like that. $5 here and there, go get a drink with your friends or something.
Yeah, you buy them a game, fucking every other month.
Right, that's all you wanted. Was
yeah,
games.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like my dad knew how to hustle me. It was either I'm getting a pair of shoes or a video game. That was it.
Hell yeah. Dude, I wanted Heelys my whole fucking life. I ever told you this story? I wanted Heelys my whole fucking life, dude. And I finally got them for Christmas one year. And my dad, bro, he was like, I want to show you how these Heelys work. So he went to the garage and he was like, see, you just gotta. Oh, that's not really how you do it. You gotta. See, this is how you use Heelys. Look at this. And the third time he showed me, he fell and hit his head, and he hurt himself so bad. And he was like, Heelys are dangerous. You can't ride these. And he took them away.
Dude, my buddy's dad.
You're all good.
Dude, my buddy's dad taught me the best trick. So I'm a shorter fellow, and when I was younger, I was always the short guy. And what he taught me was you put on some Heelys, bro. If you don't take off the wheels, it gives you a good like 7 inches on the high heels, pretty much, bruh.
That's funny.
Fucking, you could hop on any ride at Disneyland, and you were definitely not supposed to. there was one ride where I remember when I was like, I could fall out right now.
That's funny.
But yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Heelys were sick, but scary as fuck.
Dude, well, to compare it to something you'd want, imagine you wanting Grand Theft Auto for so long and your dad finally agrees to buy it, and then once you get it, he plays it for 5 minutes, and he's like, oh, no, you can't have this. Imagine seeing it, seeing it, and then getting it taken from you. Like, how mad would you be?
I would be flipping tables.
That was the worst Christmas of my life, I think. I've spent Christmases alone. And that was the worst Christmas of my life, I think. No, but that was crazy, and I've still always wanted to ride Heelys, but I am too old now. I will hurt myself.
Oh, for sure.
Remember last time we tried to ride skateboards?
Not just that. I was gonna say, you remember the time we went hiking? My family just reminded me about this, bro.
What?
When we went hiking and we were crossing that like the river with the flat stones.
Oh yeah.
And you accidentally fucking like twisted your ankle the wrong way, so you were limping for a little bit.
Yeah.
That was great. Like you are very sensitive ankles out here.
Yeah, I do.
If someone breaks your ankles are literally broken.
Yeah, no, they break very easily. I have a type of arthritis, gout, the king's disease. It's from eating too much red meat, but I ain't gonna stop eating red meat, bruh. It's so good. Pause. I got fuck off, dude.
Yeah. You had a boy that wasn't even allowed to run. If he ran, he would break his whole fucking...
Dude. Yeah, apparently he didn't stretch for so long. I was like running miles a day, and he like didn't stretch or move for years, and he said that his his shins or something, his heels were like so brittle that when he ran, he had to like do this crazy run because he couldn't like bend his legs right. And he said if he did try full speed run, he'd probably break. I hope he's doing better now. I hope he's...
When you told me about that, well, I thought that was crazy. Yeah. I haven't met a human being that couldn't run that wasn't elderly. Right. You know,
like I could run. I might hurt my ankles or hurt myself, but I'll run a mile here and there. I can still run. You know what I mean?
That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. If I was running for my life, I'd probably sprain something or pull something or
But yeah, when you pull something while you're running for your life, you ain't gonna feel it till you get home and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, right, exactly. Nah, yeah, but yeah, I also have fucking weak ass tendons. That's why I take fish oil pills now, bro. Fish oil. I'm part fish pretty much, and
hey, they help, dog. I take it for my eczema.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, for me it helps with joint lubrication and not helping my...
I did not know that.
Yeah, now when I used to get a sore ankle or a sore foot and it would hurt for days and I'd be so fucked up, but now it'll be sore for like a day, like a regular person, and it'll be fine.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty legit. Works pretty well. My grandpa hooked me up on that because he also has gout. So, yeah, my girlfriend didn't think gout still existed. She thought it was like leprosy. She thought it was like...
That's crazy.
Right? Doesn't leprosy not exist anymore?
I'm pretty... Let me Google that.
I thought there was some disease that didn't exist. Excuse me. Yeah, I think they have a different word. I think there's like different types of leprosy, but is leprosy still a thing? I'm not sure.
Yes, leprosy still exists globally.
Dang. Rest in peace, all the leprosy.
And is curable with antibiotics.
Oh, really? Interesting. Dang, so leprosy ain't even a big deal no more. We sent them to the island for nothing, bro. Bro, I saw a video of a guy.
It says there's been recent increases in some areas like Florida. That's crazy.
Understandable. Living in the swamp, getting leprosy makes sense. It's probably like trench foot, like you get it when you're wet all the time. But yeah, dude, I saw this video of this guy. What do you think of this? This guy went to the Easter Islands, and he stole a chunk out of one of the Easter Island heads. Tried to take it back home.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's crazy.
Crazy, bro. Next, someone's going to go to the Stonehenge and try to do that. And pretty soon, Americans are going to be banned from leaving America. Right now, we're trying to kick out immigrants, and soon it's going to be like, no one's going to want Americans anywhere.
For real.
Look at what we've done. You seen the shit that's going on in Japan with all the streamers and shit?
I know. Pisses me off. I got to go sooner than later at this point.
Yeah. For real. Because if you don't, they were thinking about shutting down borders. I think they didn't do that. Dude, is it Vitaly who's locked up in Vietnam? Or where's he locked up?
I think the Philippines.
For like 20 years too, right? And like that's for real?
Let me Google it. Last time I checked, it was for a fat minute, but he might have been able to work out.
Yeah, he might have been able to pay him off or something, but still, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, here in a few years, they're going to be like, fuck America. You used to run this shit, but we don't even want you anymore. They're going to be like, we'll ship cargo to you and sell things to you still, and we'll take things from you, but no longer your people, dog. Ruining it for the rest of us, bro. Because I also want to go to Japan one day. It seems like a beautiful country. A lot of culture. I love sushi. And I'm not a big fan of anime and stuff, but still Japan seems very beautiful from what I've seen. So hopefully we don't get banned from everywhere. He's going to read for the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to talk to myself. Yeah.
It says that he's still in Philippines facing local court cases.
Oh, he's still facing cases.
Yeah. And he is going to stay there until the cases are resolved.
Yeah, makes sense. I figured it was over with because I saw one that was like sentencing him to 20 years or something. It might have been clickbait. I don't know. Might have been clickbait.
Yeah, it just says facing local court cases and potential deportation to the United States.
Oh, well, that's...
But they're going to keep him in jail till his cases are resolved.
Dude, did you see the video of the guy in Hawaii?
It's not fun in there for him, for sure,
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. Did you see the video of the guy in Hawaii? It was an American that lived in Hawaii. Well, it's America, but you know what I mean? They have their own culture and stuff. It is America, but it was someone from, what did they say? From the Big Island, or I don't know. Whatever they call it. Whatever Hawaiians. I went there and our buddy was calling it something. I forget. But a guy moved to Hawaii and he was being a dick. He got into this Tesla road rage incident and just like beat the shit out of somebody. He got mad at this mom that was stopped at a stop sign, and he went up to the passenger open window and started beating the shit out of her daughter, like some 16-year-old girl.
God damn.
And then he finally got caught when he was in some gym and they got him on video just harassing woman and beating her up. And dude, he was in Hawaiian prison for 3 days, and his updated mugshot, he looked like an alien, bro. Lumps and purple and lumps everywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, the Samoans, I bet, that are beating his ass in prison.
Both physically
and literally. Nah, but for real, that must suck. And yeah, in the Philippines too, don't they have gangs and like stuff and craziness in their prisons?
Yeah, they're pretty crazy. It's I don't know. It's like wishing. I don't know. I'd rather be in prison here than over there.
Yeah, I bet. Me too.
'Cause like we actually got cells, and like you might have to bunk up with someone, but it's like
right.
I'd rather bunk up with someone than be in a room with fucking 50 other men.
Yeah.
Like that El Salvador prison. Like, fuck
that, bro. Yeah, that's a room filled with like 50 guys, right?
Dude.
Fuck that.
And fuck that. And yeah, just take those characters, put in the Philippines, dog. It's the same situation. All blasted up, tattooed, craziest of the crazy.
Fuck all that, bro. Yeah, and then you hear about the good prisons. What is it? Sweden or something, where it's like you have a TV. Finland.
Dude, like Finland, you're allowed to get a job. You're allowed to. You got like a nice house. It's not even a jail.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, you can cook. You got knives. Like, they wouldn't have that here. I mean,
well, they do that here for very important people. I don't mean to get deep on you, but Jeffrey Epstein did go to prison before all the stuff happened, and it was for sexual assault, and he did have work release. He just had to sleep at prison. He was out all day at work.
Yeah. So,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so I think that's weekend jails or some shit like that.
They have to sleep there and stay there on the weekends.
Yeah. And yeah, there's some cases where you can go there for the weekends, or you got to go there after a certain... You got to sleep there the whole time.
Right. Yeah, nobody like us is getting that, bro.
Mm-mm.
Only the important people are getting that.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the whole, straight up, off the bat.
For real.
I mean, if you did some crazy bad shit, I guess. But, yeah, if we were put in the same position as them and didn't have that money or that power, like, just so stupid. Weekend release. Yeah, Finland, I think that's where I'd want to be in prison. I've seen pictures of the comfy-ass beds with the TV and an Xbox. And
I know, bro.
What would I even... So you're telling me I can live for free. You're telling me free food, gaming, There ain't even no problem.
But in order to do that, you'd have to become an actual citizen of Finland. Because if you were to commit a crime, you'd be deported back over here and serve your time.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, fuck that.
Well, we getting dual citizenship?
I'm done.
All right. I have one more topic before we end it, bro. Do you remember that video from hella long ago that's like, and 2 shots of vodka? Glug, 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 glug. It's that lady.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that video, I just saw it on YouTube Shorts, and like I just liked it and scrolled because I was like, funny. But then I thought about it. It had like 1 million likes, and I went back to it and I looked at the comments, and there are still people who have not seen that video. There are people in the comments like, oh, this is hilarious. Oh, like acting like it's new. Does that blow your fucking mind? I thought everyone in the world, I thought babies have seen that video at this point.
I don't know. I feel there's certain videos where I'm like, yeah, they definitely seen that, but that one I believe, yeah,
really,
not a lot
I feel like
people.
that's been in every meme ever. Like I feel like I've seen that so many times. Since
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like everyone knows it's Friday or it's Wednesday, my dude.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
there are still some people who don't. How crazy is that?
Well, of course, they're fucking called Amish. And who the fuck likes those guys?
That was my second thought, that it was old people. Because I don't know, in my head it's just like everyone knows that video, but... Yeah, I forgot. That happened to me in real life. I was talking to someone and I forgot what it was, but I brought it up just like they knew it. And they were like, what are you talking about?
I do that too.
I think it was like a TV show or something. Yeah, I think I was talking to my girlfriend about a TV show. She said she'd never seen it, and... Dude, in my head, some things are just universal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to end it with a bad joke. I'm going to get myself canceled. Apparently, Ben Shapiro is mad at Bill Burr because Bill Burr is a liberal now. And, you know, Ben Shapiro's right-winged and stuff. And he doesn't like Bill Burr. He's a liberal. He said he got cucked. His wife fucking whipped him out of shape, and he's an old liberal now. And now Bill Burr's mad, and they're beefing. And my question is, why doesn't Ben Shapiro just cancel his whole career and make it rain on him? All right, well, that's it for the Churchmunky podcast. Because he's Jewish and he runs Hollywood and he controls the weather.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. It took me for a second. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Just a joke. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. Mom, I need Roblox. I need money for Roblox. You know Ben Shapiro, right? He's
yeah,
Jewish.
I know who Ben Shapiro is.
Jewish.
I forget about
Why
it.
doesn't he just cancel Bill Burr? Can't they do that? All right, everybody. Well, that was just a joke because obviously they can't. But it would be funny if he just made Bill Burr follow a rain cloud all day like the cartoons.
I mean, you made it not rain on my birthday, so I still thank you for that.
But yeah, Ben Shapiro, I like the good weather. I'm on your side. Bill Burr is a liberal cuck. I'm just kidding. I thought that was a beef I would never see. When I saw Ben Shapiro was like, yeah, me and my wife, we went to see Bill Burr's show the other day, and I've been to his shows before here in Florida, and I really like him. No, he's a liberal. I was just like, dude, Ben Shapiro should not be at a Bill Burr show. Like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on in the world?
He got to get his entertainment one way or another.
I guess I just never thought that would entertain Ben Shapiro.
You'd probably get Ben Shapiro as your fan. I'd believe it.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? I've been doing stand-up comedy, and I'm titling this as a comedy podcast, and I don't talk about doing comedy at all.
Oh yeah.
Let's end it there. That was a good episode. We got 45 minutes in. You think that's long enough? You want to go for an hour? I know you got stuff to do.
Nah, I don't care. That's your call, dog.
I think 45 minutes is pretty good. We had a pretty good flow that time. The first podcast was pretty shitty. But we covered a few topics. I only have one more topic left if you want to go at it. Other than that.
All right, let's go for it.
Do you get offended at being called weird?
No, but I do question it. When I get called weird, I'm like, how am I weird? Because I understand I'm weird.
Right.
But I want to hear how weird I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like from scale 1 to 10, how weird do I get?
Because everyone's a little weird, right? I don't know. I just remember growing up, they would always tell me, oh, when they call you weird, just remember everybody's weird. But that's the definition of weird is not something everybody does, you know?
Yeah.
So I've never really gotten offended by it. I think it's a weird thing to say. I think, I don't know. I don't really call people weird. I'll say, like, unless I say, like, he's a weirdo. And that's, like, being mean. That's, like, meaning someone. When I use the word weird, I mean someone is socially inept. Like, they interrupt people. And they don't know when they... No, they... No, they interrupt people and they... I'm not talking about you, bro. Don't get offended. I don't know. A weirdo. What do you picture when I say a weirdo?
You.
All right, folks. Well, that was the Churchmunky podcast. We're going to end it there. No, but I don't... When I think of a weirdo, I think of Lester from GTA 5. I'm just going to say it.
I could see that.
So when I say someone's a weirdo, I mean like that. They breathe heavy. They interrupt people. They don't know how to act with people. They just say what they want to say. They usually stink. But then other people just say he's weird when, like, someone's a little goofy. You know what I mean? So I was just wondering what your definition of weird was and if you got offended at being called weird, but I guess it is a scale.
I don't know, because, like, yeah, there's just, everyone's weird in their own right, like, in their own way, you know?
Right.
So it's like, what's the weird shit you do? What's the weird shit that I do? That's what I want. I don't know. It intrigues me when someone calls me weird.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it is a scale, and you can... Certain things can be weird. Yeah, very true. Makes sense. Yeah, I've never really gotten offended at it. Like I said, I think it's just a weird thing to say, bro. Calling someone weird. Unless they're a full-on, straight-up weirdo. You know what I mean?
For real.
You ever met a full-on, straight-up weirdo? Lester from GTA 5 in real life? You know what I mean, dog. You know what I mean? I know what I mean. Yeah, that's all the topics I have. Talked about the concerts I have going up. Stand-up comedy, I've been doing it like 2-3 times a week. I was doing it 4 or 5, but I am so broke. I spent all my money on gas money doing it 4 or 5 times a week. Now I cannot. So, took a break for a couple weeks. Now I'm trying. It was my birthday and shit. We went to the lake. That was fun.
That was fun as fuck.
You had fun at the lake?
Yeah.
Hot ass day.
Hot as fuck.
Cool ass lake. It was a really nice day. So yeah, took some time off from doing it. Did a couple shows last week and do a couple shows this week. Got my first paid show this Saturday. Or not paid, I guess, booked show. I don't think they're going to pay me. They might not. But if you're in Nevada City, for the 10 people that watch this, if you're in the Nevada City area, September 6th, just DM me on Instagram and I'll send you a link, I guess. Alright, folks, well, we're going to end it there. Alright, yeah, that was 50 minutes. I think we're good. I think we'll end it there. Thanks for tuning in to the 10 people that watch this. Hasta luego.